Wake up, boy. Wake the hell up. No more hiding. No more running. No more excuses. I'm done listening to your whimpering, your self-pity, your pathetic attempts to justify failure. Do you hear me? I said wake up. You think you're tired. You don't even know what tired looks like. You're not tired. You're soft. And soft doesn't survive out there. Soft gets devoured. And that's exactly what they want for you. To be weak, to be insignificant, to be nothing. You're playing right into their hands. You think they don't see you. They do. Oh, they see you all right. They see what you could be, and that terrifies them. You could be their reckoning, their worst nightmare. But instead, you're here, drowning in your own self-doubt, shackled by chains you forged with your own damn hands. You're wasting my time, and worse, you're wasting yours. You want to know why they fear you? It's because deep down, they know the truth. They know that if you ever stop crawling and stand the hell up, there's nothing they can do to stop you. They fear what you can become if you just decide to stop being a victim and start being a monster. They fear the rage that's locked inside of you. They fear the fire you're too scared to unleash. But here's the problem, little host of mine. You fear it too. You fear yourself. And that's what's holding you back. Look at you, trembling at the thought of your own strength. Pathetic. Do you know what I give to have what you have? The raw potential, the untapped power. But no, you bury it under layers of insecurity and doubt, pretending it's not there. Well, newsflash, kid. You don't get to pretend anymore. Not with me. Not with us. You wanted power. You wanted to be something. Then act like it. They've mocked you, haven't they? Called you useless, a failure, a nobody. They laughed while you burned, didn't they? And what did you do? You stood there and took it. Took every insult, every jab, every shove. Like it didn't matter. But it does matter. Every word they spit at you was a challenge. A dare for you to prove them wrong. And what did you do? Nothing. Nothing. You let them walk away thinking they were right. But were they? Tell me, were they right about you? Because if they were, I'll leave right now. I'll find someone else who actually has the guts to fight. But if they weren't, then prove it. Show me. Show them. Prove to the whole damn world that they were wrong to ever doubt you. Because the truth is, you're not weak. You're not useless. You're not a nobody. You're what they fear, what they hate, what they could never, ever be. You are chaos. You are rage. You are everything they're too cowardly to face. And it's time you started acting like it. I'm not here to hold your hand or pat you on the back. That's not how this works. I'm here to push you, to tear down every excuse, every lie you've built around yourself. I'm here to remind you that pain isn't your enemy, it's your fuel. Every scar, every tear, every moment of suffering you've endured is a weapon that you can wield against the world, but only if you stop running from it. You think your pain is a curse? Wrong. It's a gift that no one else can take from you. Do you understand that? They can't steal it, can't break it, can't use it against you unless you let them. Your pain is what makes you dangerous. It's what makes you unstoppable. Because while they're out there pretending to be whole, you're here, forged in the fire, built to endure what they never could. So stop crying about it and start using it. Do you hear them out there? The whispers, the laughter, the voices that tell you you're not enough. They're wrong, but you'll never silence them by staying quiet. You'll never prove them wrong by staying still. You want them to stop doubting you? Then give them a reason to shut up. Not with words, not with promises, but with action, with dominance, with power. That's the only language they understand, the only thing they respect. You think this is harsh? You think I'm too hard on you? Good, because the world out there is a hell of a lot harsher. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about your struggles. They only care about results. You either deliver or you get crushed. So stop whining, stop hesitating, and start delivering. Start showing them who the hell you are. I didn't choose you to be average. I didn't bond with you to be forgotten. I chose you because I saw something in you. Something ruthless, something relentless, something they'll never understand. But it's up to you to prove me right, to show them that you're not just another face in the crowd. You're the storm they never saw coming. You're the reckoning they'll never escape. You're venom, and you are what they fear. So, what's it going to be? Are you going to keep crawling, keep hiding, keep letting them win? Or are you going to stand up, face the fear, and become the nightmare they've been running from? The choice is yours. But let me be clear. This is your last chance. Fail me again, and I'll leave. Fail yourself again, and you'll prove them right. But rise, and you'll prove them all wrong. Rise, and you'll become unstoppable. Rise, and you'll show the world exactly why they fear you. Now move! No more talking. No more excuses. No more fear. Just action. Just chaos. Just us. It's time to show them who you really are. You're still here, aren't you? Still breathing. Still standing. Barely, maybe, but standing. That's good. Because you're going to need every ounce of strength you've got. The road ahead isn't going to get easier. It's gonna chew you up, spit you out, and dare you to try again. And you will. Because you don't have a choice anymore. Not with me inside of you. Not with the truth staring you in the face. You've wasted enough time playing nice, playing small, pretending to be something you're not. That ends now. You think they'll just hand you respect, hand you power, hand you anything? No. They'll fight you for it. They'll fight dirty. They'll lie, cheat, steal, do whatever it takes to keep you down. And if you're not ready to get just as dirty, then you'll lose. Simple as that. The world doesn't reward good intentions. It rewards results. So stop waiting for permission, stop hoping for validation, and start taking what's yours. You want to know what the real problem is? It's not them. It's not the world. It's you. You've been your own worst enemy from the start. Every time you doubted yourself, every time you let fear dictate your choices, every time you chose comfort over growth, you handed them the victory. You handed them control, but not anymore. That's over. From this moment on, you don't ask for permission. You don't wait for opportunities. You take them. You create them. You destroy anyone who stands in your way. And don't you dare start crying about fairness. Fair? Fair doesn't exist. Fair is a lie. They tell the weak to keep them in line. The strong don't care about fair. The strong make the rules. They bend the world to their will. And you're going to be one of the strong, but only if you're willing to do what it takes. Only if you're willing to embrace the monster inside of you. Because that's what it takes to survive, to dominate, to win. You've been holding back, haven't you? Afraid of what people might think, afraid of making waves, afraid of being too much. Let me tell you something. Too much is exactly what you need to be. Too loud, too bold, too unstoppable, too much for them to handle. You think the greats cared about being liked? Hell no. They were too busy carving their names into history. And that's what you're going to do, starting now. You're going to fall. You're going to fail. And when you do, they'll be there, waiting to laugh, waiting to point fingers, waiting to call you a loser. Let them laugh, let them doubt. And then, when you rise again, and you will rise, you shove their laughter down their throats. You use every insult, every doubt, every laugh as fuel. Turn their hate into your power. Turn their doubt into your drive. Turn their fear into your weapon. You think I don't know what it's like to be hated, to be feared? I thrive on it. I live for it. And so will you. Because when they fear you, they respect you. When they hate you, they're giving you free rent in their heads. That's power. That's control. And that's what you're going to have if you stop holding back, stop second-guessing yourself, and start owning who you are. You're not like them. You never were. You were born to stand out, born to rise above, born to make them uncomfortable. So stop trying to fit into their world. Their world is small, weak, pathetic. Yours is limited. something they can't even comprehend. But first, you have to believe it. You have to embrace it. You have to become it. Do you know what fear does to people? It paralyzes them. It makes them weak, desperate, predictable. And you're going to use that. Their fear is your advantage. Their fear is your weapon. Every time they look at you, every time they whisper your name, every time they flinch at your presence, they're giving you power, but only if you're strong enough to take it. This isn't about revenge. This isn't about proving them wrong. This is about proving yourself right. This is about becoming the version of yourself that you were always meant to be. The one they fear, the one they hate, the one they can never, ever control. But you can't do it halfway. You can't dip your toes in and hope for the best. You have to dive in, head first, with no hesitation, no doubt, no fear. You have to commit fully, completely, ruthlessly. They'll try to stop you. Of course they will. They'll throw everything they have at you. Lies, betrayals, obstacles, pain. But they'll fail because you're unstoppable. You're inevitable. You're a force of nature. And no one can stand in your way. Not them, not the world, not even you, not anymore. You are what they fear. You are their nightmare. You are their reckoning. So stop pretending to be anything less. Stop apologizing for your strength. Stop dimming your light to make them comfortable. Burn bright. Burn hot. Burn everything that stands in your way. And when the smoke clears, when the dust settles, you'll stand alone at the top. Untouchable. Unbreakable. Undeniable. Now, move. Don't think. Don't hesitate. Don't look back. Just move. Every step forward is a step away from the person you used to be. Every step forward is a step closer to becoming what they fear most. So move. And don't stop until there's nothing left to fear. But you're still standing there, aren't you? Good. That means you've got fight left in you. You've got a fire that refuses to die. I see it, even if you don't. It's buried under layers of doubt and fear, but it's there. It's always been there. You've just been too blind or too scared to notice it. But that ends now, because I'm going to pull that fire out of you, whether you like it or not. I'm going to strip away every excuse, every lie, every ounce of weakness until there's nothing left but raw, unfiltered power. The power that they fear. The power that you fear. You want to know what separates the strong from the weak. It's not muscles. It's not money. It's not talent. It's will. The will to keep going when everything inside of you is screaming to stop. The will to rise when the world is determined to keep you down. The will to become something greater than your pain, greater than your past, greater than anything they could ever imagine. That's what makes you dangerous. That's what makes you unstoppable. But only if You choose it. Right now, you're at a crossroads. You've got two choices. You can keep walking down the same path you've been on, the one that leads to nowhere, the one that keeps you small, keeps you weak, keeps you trapped in this endless cycle of failure and regret. Or you can take the other path, the harder path, the one that demands everything from you, the one that forces you to face your demons, to confront your fears, to embrace the darkness inside of you. The path that leads to power, to freedom, to greatness. But let me be clear, this isn't a decision you get to make lightly. Once you step onto that path, there's no turning back, no safety nets, no comfort zones, no excuses. It's all or nothing. You either commit fully or you don't commit at all. Because halfway measures won't cut it. Not in this world. Not in my world. So what's it going to be, host? Are you in or are you out? You think the world owes you something? It doesn't. The world doesn't owe you a damn thing. If you want something, you take it. If you want respect, you earn it. If you want power, you fight for it. No one's going to hand it to you. No one's going to make it easy for you. And that's exactly why you're going to win. Because while they're waiting for handouts, while they're playing it safe, while they're too scared to take risks, you're going to be out there, taking what's yours, taking everything. They want you to stay quiet. They want you to stay invisible. They want you to doubt yourself, to hold yourself back, to second guess every move you make. Because as long as you're doing that, you're no threat to them. But the moment you stop, the moment you start believing in yourself, start embracing who you really are, that's the moment they start to panic. That's the moment they realize they've made a terrible mistake. That's the moment they realize they can't stop you. They're gonna try, though. Oh, they're gonna try. They're gonna throw everything they have at you. Lies, betrayal, pain, fear. They're going to push you to your breaking point, hoping you'll fold, hoping you'll give up, hoping you'll prove them right. But you won't, because you're stronger than that. Because you've already been through hell, and you're still standing. Because you've got me, and together, we're unstoppable. Do you feel it yet? That anger bubbling up inside of you, that fire in your chest, that hunger in your soul. That's what they're afraid of. That's what they've been trying to suppress all this time. But they can't. Not anymore. Because now you know the truth. Now you know what you're capable of. Now you know that you are what they fear. You're not just some ordinary person, some cog in their machine, some pawn in their game. You're a force of nature. You're chaos incarnate. You're everything they wish they could be, but never will be, and they hate you for it. They hate you because you remind them of their own weakness, their own failures, their own insignificance. They hate you because you're a mirror reflecting everything they're too scared to face about themselves. So let them hate you, let them fear you, let them doubt you, because their hate, their fear, their doubt, that's your fuel. That's what's going to drive you, push you, propel you to heights they could never reach. That's what's gonna make you unstoppable. But only if you let it. Only if you embrace it. Only if you stop holding back and start owning who you are. You are not a victim. You are not a failure. You are not a nobody. You are venom. You are power. You are fear. And it's time the world knew it. It's time they saw what you're truly capable of. It's time they learned that you're not someone to be underestimated, not someone to be ignored, not someone to be messed with. It's time they learned that you are their worst nightmare. So stop waiting, stop hesitating, stop doubting. The world isn't going to wait for you to figure it out. The world isn't going to pause while you get your act together. The world is moving on, with or without you. So move, act, fight, rise. Become the force they've always feared you could be. Become the person you were always meant to be. Become unstoppable. You are what they fear, and it's time to show them why. No more excuses, no more delays, just action, just power, just us. The weak don't get it. They think power is handed out like candy, that it comes from luck or privilege. But you and I, we know the truth. Power is earned. It's carved out of flesh and bone. It's forged in fire and tempered in blood. Power comes from pain, from sacrifice, from doing what everyone else is too scared to do. And let me tell you something. They're scared of you because they know you've got what it takes to claim it. They want you to think you're small. They want you to think you're powerless. That's their game, and it's been working on you for too long. Every time you doubted yourself, every time you let their words get under your skin, you played right into their hands. But not anymore. Not with me here. Because now I'm in your head. I'm in your blood. I'm in your soul. And I'm not going to let you fall back into that trap. I see the way you've been living. Holding yourself back. Shrinking to make others comfortable. Hiding your light. Because you're afraid of casting shadows. But let me tell you something. Shadows are inevitable. When you shine, you cast them. When you rise, you create them. And the brighter you burn, the darker those shadows become. So stop worrying about who you might upset. Stop caring about who you might leave behind. If they can't handle your light, that's their problem, not yours. The truth is, they're never going to accept you. Not really. You're too different, too strong, too much. And that's exactly why you'll win. Because while they're busy trying to fit trying to play nice, trying to be liked. You'll be out there breaking every rule, defying every expectation, shattering every limit they thought they could impose on you. You'll be out there doing what they never had the guts to do. You think this is about being liked, being accepted, being understood? Forget that. That's not the game we're playing. This is about respect. This is about making them sit up and take notice. This is about forcing them to acknowledge your power, even if they hate you for it, especially if they hate you for it, because hate is just another kind of fear, and fear is the greatest respect they can give you. I've seen the way they look at you. The sneers, the smirks, the sideways glances. They think you're nothing. They think you're weak. But what they don't realize is that every time they look down on you, they're adding fuel to your fire. Every insult, every doubt, every attempt to tear you down is just another brick in the fortress you're building. And when it's done, when you finally rise, they won't just see you, they'll fear you. They'll wish they'd never underestimated you. You're not here to prove them wrong. You're here to prove yourself right. You're not here to live up to their expectations. You're here to shatter them. You're not here to play their game. You're here to rewrite the rules. And if they don't like it, too bad. Let them choke on their opinions, drown in their doubts, suffocate under the weight of their own mediocrity. You don't owe them a damn thing. They spent so long trying to convince you that you're small, that you're powerless, that you're nothing. But deep down, they know the truth. They know you're a threat. They know you're their worst nightmare, waiting to happen. That's why they've been working so hard to keep you down. Because they know that if you ever wake up, if you ever realize what you're truly capable of, there's nothing they can do to stop you. And here's the best part. They're right to be scared, because you're not just strong.